Hey, whippersnappers, it's Tortimer the Great. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Minecraft from the TimeShot server. Today, we are actually going to be venturing out of spawn for the first time, really, since we joined the server, which is going to be very, very interesting. But yeah, no, that's what we're doing. Real quick, let's see. I did a little bit of work here on the Tortoise Island. I started laying in this path. I've got the footprint of the stable. It's just going to be like a little rustic lean-to sort of thing. So I got the footprint of that on here. It fits pretty well. This isn't a real big island, but if we look at the map here, it's a good little piece there, and I don't think it's really in the way of anything. So I'm pretty happy with it. I was worried it would be too big, but I think it'll be fine. And so we'll work on this at some point, but that's not what we're doing today because, you know, you guys probably have heard this before from other, you know, LPers. Sometimes when you're doing projects in Minecraft, especially if you've got a big project going, it's sometimes really nice to have multiple projects going, so that you can kind of bounce back and forth and not really like get too burnt out on any given project. And I'm definitely not burnt out on Tortoise Island, but we've been talking, not a lot, but in several episodes in the past, I seem to get questions asked a lot like, so what are you planning for your outside base? So I've dropped some hints here or there, talked about it. I think I've probably even told you what I'm thinking about, sort of thing in several episodes, and I know that project is going to be a relatively large one. And so, while I still have some things I can do here, and until I can identify some, you know, like Mara's in the middle of like the community farm sort of deal, and that's something, you know, I'd love to find some sort of community project I could do, something that would benefit the whole server, but until we identify that, really, Tortoise Island is the only project I've got besides a potential external base. So, I wanted to go start scoping out some places outside of spawn, or at least go to the place I think I've scoped out outside of spawn, so that we can kind of have both things running in tandem, and you know, sometimes we can be here, sometimes we can be there, things like that. And I'm not super worried about running out of ideas, largely because of, you know, we do a lot of collabs and mindless minings and things like that, you know, we're not spending a lot of time on any given project necessarily. But I figure it'll be good to have more than one thing going at a time anyway. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go scope out and claim the area that I want to use for our external base. Now I did a little bit of work in the Nether since last episode. Let's jump in here very quickly. And I'll be able to show you what we've got going on here. So I did finally dig down and set up the portal here. Now I'm not completely done with this. Right now I have it linked up to my tunnel, which is not going to be the best idea, I don't think, because like, so right here, if we punch through here, this is the hub, right? And so the portal is like, it's like right here, right down there. So I think this tunnel, you know, we've got to take a pretty long hike all the way around to get back over to my portal. So while I think I'm going to have like the official access point from the tunnel over there, I do think I am going to eventually dig down, maybe even if I just put an iron trap door here, so it's pretty nondescript, but something where I know, okay, I just jump in here real quick and I can get to Tortoise Island. Just so that, you know, we're not, I don't know, so we're not having to... Cobble? Is that right? Oh, it was probably smooth stone and I messed it up. Yeah, it'll be fine. Just so we've got a quicker access point, because realistically, I could get back to spawn ender pearling probably quicker than I can coming through the portal and running through this tunnel, because it kind of is a roundabout way to get there. So we connect over here to where our tunnel is, and that kind of goes out where we're going today. But I haven't set up that portal yet. I'm thinking I want to go on foot, kind of get a lay of the land on the way there. Or land maybe be a loose term, but yeah, so there we go. We did a little bit of work there. Still got it blocked off because it doesn't really go anywhere as of yet, but we're gonna jump through spawn because actually the quickest place to get there at least more or less, is gonna be from over by Zeshan's abandoned pyramid. His Aztec-looking pyramid thing, which is over... Huh. I wonder if Dave did that. He's been doing a lot of improvements here at Spawn. These used to be yellow. But I mean, TimeShot is green or yellow, so that doesn't really matter. I guess I probably would have done the lime green, but I don't know. That green probably goes better with the shrubbery and things. I'm not mad about it. Dave's been doing some good work around here. Alright, so we are here. We need to, go over here to Zeshan's pyramid, which I believe is, this way. So, we're going to head over here, and I've told you guys a couple of times that I'm thinking about doing a kind of a water base, but not like an underwater base so much, and not even like an island necessarily. I don't know why I'm walking. Walking's for noobs. Oh gosh, this could be really bad. Yep. We are, I think I said last time, for those of you guys who are familiar with Pokemon, which I don't assume that all of you are, but there's a town in the Hoenn region of that game that it's kind of just built on like floating log rafts. And so it's kind of like a town just on floating water. The whole thing is this not loading in or what's... Oh man! I guess I heard Huck say something in chat about his barn getting burned down, but I thought that was a joke. Lightning did it. Don't park your Hako stand next to JFC. Oh man! Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. So, if you guys haven't seen the episode, Poda and Win built a food truck next to the JFC it's called Tux Hakos. At one point we were having a server meeting and Huck was making tacos or something, and I think it was me. I slipped up because we were talking, we were having a phone conversation, and I just, you guys know me, I sometimes can't English real well, and I said, oh, Tuck's making Hakos or something. I said it, and then people thought that was hilarious, and so it's kind of become a thing. And Huck likes making food and stuff. He had that one episode go up where he was making a sandwich and on whatever. Whoa, that was weird. But yeah, so the Tux Hakos thing's kind of become a thing. Another thing Poet stole from me. I guess if you guys no. I was watching a video of Poet's the other day. It was actually Fabe's video. But I was watching a video that Fabe and Poet put out, and they were like, oh, this great idea we came up with to put the former members of TimeShot not in the upstairs of the Hall of Hero, but in a crypt beneath. And I was like, wait a second. That was definitely an idea I gave them. I was me, Fabe, Poet, and Anasia were doing Sky Wars or Build Battle or something at some point, and I said that in between episodes at some point, and they're like, "Oh man, that's a great idea!" And then I see an episode pop up in my sub feed. Oh, look at this idea we had! No, I mean, it's fine. That Hall of Heroes is their baby. I had no intention of messing with that myself. Now, what is going on out here? This it doesn't look particularly claimed. I don't know why somebody would have been out here trying to grow crops, but that's fine. Okay, so we're trying to get to 74 negative 8. 80, so I need to go, what direction am I going presently? We're facing north, face northwest. Why is my X going up though? Need X to go down while Y goes up. I guess we're going this way? That doesn't seem right. Might need to cut in at some point. But yeah, so I'm thinking, we've got lots of, medieval villages getting built on the server. Code built a village that was reminiscent of something from Age of Empires. there's lots of like a land-based stuff going on here. Somebody was building in a mountain, Fabe's built basically underground. Like a lot of the things that I would generally do have been more or less claimed at this point. And I've got a lot of Minecraft series running right now, so I was thinking, what is this? A lot of crops over here. No, this isn't crops, it's just grass. I was looking at the overviewer map. I thought I knew where I was going. Yeah, that X isn't working out at all. Give me 1 second here. Give me one back. Alright, so the TimeShot overviewer map is in it's set up weird. It's not facing the directions you think it would be facing. So I need to see what I'm going south now. I really want to be going southeast. So get that a shot. We should be in more or less open ocean. Of course, it might look bigger on the map than it is in real life, but we need to be at like positive 74. So we're gonna head in that direction, and then we'll see. I made the mistake. Like on the map, it looks like we should be heading northwest, but in reality, we needed to be heading northeast, just because of the way the map is angled when it gets rendered. So we need to head easterly. If we can head a direction where we get, there we go. There we go. This is the direction we want to be heading. But yeah, so I've got so many Minecraft series running, and so I was having difficulty in some instances coming up with some inspiration when I first started out, because like I started my Jurassic World series, back in May, and then, ooh, got another Guardian temple over here. So we started that back in May, and then we had right, and then we started in TimeShot, beginning of June-ish, second week of June, and then Pixelmon kind of started back up around that same time frame, Pixelmon XO, and so I was kind of at a point where it's like I've got three survival. Well, yeah, I've got 3 survival Minecraft series running right now. I was trying to think, what do I do here? How do I keep this interesting? And I was taking a look at the things that people had on the server and all that, and it was because I wanted to not only be unique in my own right, but let's give the TimeShotters something they haven't really seen before on the map, and as opposed to me, because like on Farside, that kind of medieval style was kind of what we did, and I'm not a super, I love building, but I'm not like a super prolific builder or anything like that, so I wanted to, have, something that I could potentially be unique for myself, as well as, what others are doing. Do these things just spawn in open ocean now? I thought they were just in monuments. I don't see a monument around here. Okay, though, we are, we need to backtrack a little bit. We got some Guardians that maybe they do spawn in like deep ocean or something. That's kind of cool, actually. All right, so I want to be. They all seem to be attacking me, which is ideal. Oh no, there they go. There they go. Run, Tort, run, run! Oh no! All right, so around 74,888 is kind of what I saw on the map that I wanted to be at. Now, if Guardians are out here, that makes things a little challenging in terms of starting out. But it's kind of essentially, there's this big ocean to the north of Spawn, and there's just nothing really around there. There's some random bases scattered about, Code's, on the shore of that, Sari's kind of on the northeastern shore of it, and there's a couple of other things scattered around there. But really, in the dead center, I don't think I'm going to be in anybody's way. So far as I can tell, from our swimming around here, there doesn't appear to be anybody who's kind of claimed out here. And see, yeah, there's a Guardian, man. They're in force. I wanted to be kind of just smack dab in the middle of things. And so let's just kind of do it here. So I brought this gravel. What we're gonna do, oop, not that. We're gonna just build up here. And there, yeah, there's Guardians, man. This is gonna get bad, I think. Oh no, they lost me. They lost me. Here we go. So this is about where I wanted to be. Perfect. Let's build up a little bit just so we're potentially out of range. Let me get this stupid F3 off. There we go. All right, so here, you know, you can't really see a whole lot of land around us. And you know, this probably won't be, you know, exactly where we're gonna be, but this will be a good enough place for us to get started. So what I wanna do, let's grab, okay, and we're gonna throw this portal up. And we got some wood here. And so yeah, we're gonna kind of build a town out here. Or at least a base. I don't know if it's gonna be a town. I do have in mind a villager setup of some sort. So we probably will have villagers out here, things like that. I'm hoping, being out in the middle of the ocean, we could even set up like a reasonable mob farm or something out this way. Something that, you know, because we don't have lots of land around us, and obviously we would have to work on the caves beneath us and stuff, but we should be able to do some interesting things out here that, you know, building on land would make more difficult. Alright, so let's pop some slabs down here. There we go. Ooh. Go. And perhaps a little weird if you're kind of partially standing on a block when you place it. That's alright. We'll get through it together. But yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this base, actually. It's something I've been, let's see, I said I joined TimeShot about the second week of June. You know, we're in the first week of September now, so I've been on for a couple of months. And yeah, so I've been working on Tortoise Island. I've been content to kind of just hang out, do my thing there at spawn, because, you know, I was brand new to the server and all that. And there's a lot of people who, you know, Poet's base is pretty much just at spawn. You know, MK's is a little bit out of spawn. Fabe's base is right at spawn. So not everybody has really moved out of spawn. And I wanted to make sure that, you know, before I did, I got my spawn house in order. And you know, we're going pretty simple and rustic at spawn, just because, I don't know, it's a style I wanted to mess around with, I guess. But all right, now let's do. I want to stair step down a bit to the water. Let's get our axe out. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, and then we'll do that. Come on, you can get up there. Okay, perfect. So I'll finish fleshing this out at some point, but let's just, see what I was talking about? They don't like you being in the same space as the block you're trying to place. And see, I could have sworn that these things only spawned at monuments. So it's actually kind of cool if they don't. It makes initial building out here slightly more difficult, but I'm okay with that if it's something real going on out here. That's kind of nice. All right, so that's good enough for now. Let's take a look here. I want to actually pop in the water really quickly. Just gonna have a look around. I don't see. Yeah, I mean, there's no monument around here, and it's possible this world existed before 1.8, and so like I think if the world existed before 1.8, some chunks in deep ocean that in 1.8 would have been assigned to like a monument but had already been rendered. Like, I think sometimes Guardians will still spawn in those places, but they won't generate a temple, obviously. So there's that. Let me, we've got some torches here. I guess this is the only spawnable area on the island, but we'll set it up. Not for spawns necessarily, but just so that we've got a light that we can figure out. In fact, we can do something up here as well. There we go. Alrighty. Perfect. That should work. Now I don't have a shovel. Earlier this week, I was working on my tunnel there in the Nether, and I accidentally hit a pigman. And normally I don't worry about that too much. Pigmen are a lot of bluster. You can usually handle them all right. But man, I got mobbed. Just like 20 or more pigmen just constantly coming at me. It took me like a half hour to finally get, what I could find of my stuff and get out of there. So I lost a couple of things. I think I did have a shovel at one point, but it's gone. Let's jump in here though. Perfect. Alright, so this tunnel is not the spawn tunnel, or portal. I did carve out where I thought that portal should be based on the coordinates that I had kind of written down. I hadn't lit it. Well, no, I think I did light it, but I didn't go through it because I wanted to explore the ocean a bit and find that. But yeah, so this should lead us right back. Yep, leads us right back to spawn there. So that's very cool. Very, very cool. Alrighty, well there we go. We actually let's run back to Tortoise Island very quick. I want to grab one of my banners, and I want to take that out there, and then we can stake an official claim and get ourselves all set up that way so that we can kind of come and go as we please without worrying. I mean, at this point, if nobody's claimed it, I'm not like worried that somebody will. But I know like Edson, not to call Edson out or anything, but I know that soon he's starting his 7 Wonders of TimeShot, deal. And I think, one of the things that people had voted on was some sort of water base or whatever, I don't know, something aquatic. And so this might be kind of a prime real estate thing for that, and so just so that there's no conflict later on, let's get our digits on it, and we don't have to worry about it at all. So we'll hop back in here. Need to come up at some point with a design for the tunnels here. Obviously, I don't want it to just be ugly netherrack hodgepodge stuff. So at some point, we're gonna have to come up with something for that. But we'll worry about that at a later date. That's another project altogether. Maybe we'll do something, speaking of poets stealing things, and I honestly, I don't care. I don't mean that facetiously, I just think it's funny. Poet seems to like my ideas, which is, I guess, is a good thing, I guess. He's kind of the big leagues, right? Sorry about that. I don't even remember what I was talking about necessarily. You can probably hear the buzzing. I got a phone call. It was my uncle. We're gonna go have a bonfire out at their property on Monday, the long weekend. Here in America, it's well, I guess so. I'm recording this like over a week in advance. So last weekend was Labor Day weekend here in the States. If you guys are not from the States, I suppose. And so we had a long holiday weekend, and Uncle was calling to set up plans for that. All right, so let's go ahead. Sorry, you guys know me, a little bit of OCD. This being uneven, ooh, hey, my boat. This being uneven was bothering me. So, let's go ahead. We got one of our banners here. Let's throw this up, and we'll throw a sign here. Claimed by Tortimer for reasons. Seems to be my standard standard claim sign, and we also, it reminds me, we do have a plot at spawn, which I think I showed you guys. Yeah, I've showed that to you guys before in an episode. We're gonna be doing something with that at some point. I don't know. I gotta get some people around. I'm kind of at the well, no, I'm not gonna talk about that. I don't think that's something I want to talk about. Now you guys gonna be like, what was that? What's Tortimer talking about? What's going on? Oh my god. No, you'll be fine. I promise. But yeah, there we go. There we go. So we are officially, we have staked our claim to the area that we want to be at, and I will probably, you know, get going a little bit out here, at least getting on a basic platform, you know, something a little bit more than this, and then we'll kind of get going. I want to kind of check out what exactly is going on here. So yeah, here's our boat. These people doing their lasers all the time, which could potentially get annoying. Let's kind of sail on a little bit. I want to head over here, see what's going on with these mountains. I'm trying to think of where these... Somewhere I'm heading east. Yeah, okay. So these are... Yeah, I know where these are. All right. It seems... Yes. Okay. Yep. I think I did end up where I wanted to be, so that's awesome. And there's our portal just kind of floating out there. We head this way. We'll end up places. Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. I really just wanted to kind of take you guys out here, kind of establish our claim, and we've done that. We've done that very nicely. And I showed you guys the updates to the nether tunnel that we did, and what I was starting with the stable, which we'll probably do. Oh, okay. They don't break the boat with their heads, at least. Alrighty, let's get out of that. Hopefully it won't drift too far. No, come back, boat! No, Wilson! Alright, well, c'est la vie. Hey, I'm on land. You don't show. Wow, they can shoot you from land, huh? This is gonna be fun. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I've been Tortimer the Great, and you guys have been great. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I will see you all back here next time on the TimeShot SMP server. If it ever loads back into there we go. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure those likes, comments, subscriptions for me, guys, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Alrighty, have a good one.